October 2021. A 1 month, so new beginnings ahead, with several planets in retrograde, some going direct, so reassessing individually and globally. October 2021, a 10 month, so a 1 month in a 5 year, 10 being endings and 1 being beginnings. So in essence, October is about completions as well as new beginnings. 1 being about leadership, pioneering, ideas, exploring them, and then moving forward, expressing one's true and authentic desires and individuality. It is about assertive, looking forward, and no longer looking back. Indeed, a time for new beginnings in love, in projects, in careers. Emphasis on forward movement. 1 is a very exciting number, as it is all about the new. It is about inception. It is about having planted the seed, and now the growth can begin. Identifying and knowing which projects to nurture, which flowers to water, and which seedlings to concentrate on. Individuality, productivity, pioneering, and leadership are all buzzwords in the spectrum of a 1, as well as joyfulness, happiness, and forward movement in this somewhat chaotic and trying year of mostly forced transformation, which is how the world is currently becoming. This coming year also with an underlying 6 humanitarian energy, all about our family, our loved ones, our love commitments, and the balancing of time spent with family and loved ones, nurturing of partnerships, and choosing and prioritizing what is important over what is not. October being in Libra season, which is also about partnerships, differentiating and growing separately as well as alongside one's partner in pure balance, thus allowing each individual growth as well as the process of growing together, inherent a theme of the month of October. And that is really enjoying the 6, the family, the romance, the partnerships, looking for bloom and blossom. Coming out of Mercury retrograde on October the 18th, a refocus time on what is valuable and important, what is best to move forward with, project-wise and relationship-wise. Achieving one's own individuality, one's own confidence building, reminding oneself around October the 6th what our most inner desires are. When Pluto goes direct on October the 6th, it is a Libra new moon, so a stellium planet lineup, meaning the Sun, the Moon, Mars, and Mercury are all in Libra, so very strong Libran energy, pushing us to create and enhance our balance and harmony in our partnerships, and a more win-win energy and flow at this time. Pluto going retrograde at this time makes for a period of growing, evolving, and reflection on certain rebirths needed in our lives. Mercury retrograde, which started in September, ends in mid-October. And this is also a time of reassessment. October the 9th is known as an inferior conjunction. And we look at what has come up in the past few months, both in our careers and our love partnerships, giving us clearer direction of which way we are now headed with purpose and clarity. October the 10th, Saturn goes direct, which takes us back to themes that occurred at the end of May. And perhaps a last look at these to finalize necessary boundaries once and for all. In numerology, the 10th is a 10-10 day in October. 10th day of the 10th month, a day of huge potential for new beginnings and finding a way for completions and pushing forward. October the 17th, Jupiter goes direct, which is fantastic for abundance and money and flow at this time. October the 18th, Mercury goes direct, so a time for forward movement, clarity and truth, both in our business and in our love relationships. Tying in with the 17th to the 19th, Arcturus gateway, when the sun shines on the planet, so a time for money, flow and prosperity at this time. October the 20th, being full moon in Aries, is a time for fire and heated discussions. And this can occur globally in the form of upheaval and unrest with some violence or outward expression. A time of huge transformation and new beginnings also at this time. It can also be a time of final closing of chapters and reopening of new ones in the October new beginnings. October the 22nd, the sun leaves Libra, moves into Scorpio, so a time of even further transformation. Scorpio season is hugely transformative, and yes, a total rebirth. So by October the 31st, when Venus and Juno are in Sagittarius, it again is a great time for love and soul connections and heart openings, reconciliations and reconnections for some, and otherwise new love and partnership to be celebrated, new or old. Halloween is celebrated on the 31st. Indeed, this is a time between the equinox and the solstice, so offering honor, love, rebirth, and death. The ancient festival of Samhain is celebrated spiritually during this time. So October, though a complex time with beginnings which come after the magic of endings, there is indeed love and new celebration and new beginnings. Hoping that you enjoyed this interpretation. Stay optimistic, and what is meant shall never pass you by. To trust the process. No one said it would be easy. Thank you. Bye, Lauren.